Okay, good afternoon, everyone. This must be a really important day. It's a lot of folks here. I think it speaks to the magnitude of this milestone. I'm Harry Black. I'm the city manager, City of Stockton. Other dignitaries who are here with us this afternoon, Mayor Kevin Lincoln is not able to make it. Stockton has the good fortune of being a member of the Big 13, the 13 largest cities in the state of California. That provides a lot of privileges for us and additional funding opportunities. They have their lobbying day in Sacramento today, so that's where the mayor is. They're lobbying for more money for housing and homelessness, youth programs, as well as workforce development opportunities in general. So he sends his regrets that he's not able to be here, but he's hard at work for us in Sacramento.
Buenas tardes. Este es Harry Black, el administrador de la ciudad de Stockton. En esta presentación a hoy es un día muy importante. Hay mucha gente aquí. El alcalde de la ciudad, Mayor Kevin Lincoln, no pudo estar aquí, está en Sacramento, pero les manda la bienvenida para esta celebración a hoy.
Okay.
Sorry, sir, I condensed it.
That's fine. I'll try to slow down a little bit for you. Just again, you're going to hear from Vice Mayor Kimberly Wormsley very shortly, but she's with us this afternoon. We have Councilmember Dan Wright, Councilmember Susan Lenz, Councilmember Michael Blauer, Councilmember Brando Villapudua, and Councilmember Michelle Padilla.
Aquí tenemos la vicealcalde Kimberly Wormsley, los consejadores Dan Wright, Susan Lenz, Michael Blauer, Kimberly Wormsley, Brando Villapudua, and Michelle Padilla.
Thank you. Also with us today, we have Sarah Newsham, who's with the Strategic Growth Council, representing that organization. We also have Gina Calder, who is the Chief of Staff to Supervisor Paul Canepa, who serves as the Vice Chair of the Board of Supervisors. We have Marina Navarte, who's representing Assembly Member Carlos Villapudua. We'll have her to come up shortly with a proclamation. So again, I know that this project started well before I arrived to Stockton. What year was this conceived?
Goes back to, this has been shut down since like before 2013.
Yeah,
so it's been a long time.
Yeah. So this has been a long time in the making. With government and with a lot of projects like this, it takes time and it takes a lot of different pots of money. That's what really takes up all the time, is trying to identify funding sources and putting them together to be able to do a project. And just to give you an idea as to how hard the city's been working to raise the funding for this project. Funding has been provided by Proposition 68. That's going to contribute about $8.5 million to the project. Our Strong Communities, $1.88 million. Senate Bill 129 in the Budget Act of 2021, another $2.7 million. Senate Bill 154, Budget Act, $1.8 million. The Strategic Growth Council in California Department of Conservation, the TCC, that's another $750,000. Transformative Climate Communities partners include Catholic Charities, Public Health Advocates, Little Manila.
Can you pause for a second?
We've also benefited from the support of McKinley, of the McKinley School, the students, parents, and faculty. And the Bank of Stockton has provided a lot of historical information in terms of drawings and photos of this site going way, way, way back, probably at the turn of the century. So at this time, the real exciting part about this will be to be able to share with you what the project consists of and give you an idea as to the timeline and what you can expect as a community and what we're going to be proud to provide to you. So I'm going to ask Public Works Director Chad Reed to come forward and give us that summary.
Thank you. Thank you. So today is a great day for Stockton, and especially a great day for South Stockton. McKinley Park has a rich history in Stockton dating back to the 1890s. Originally prospecting for oil, landowners found natural warm mineral water coming from the ground. They quickly realized natural gas wells and fresh water could be an attraction, and large pools were constructed for citizens and visitors to enjoy. Over the next couple of decades, the park grew in size and amenities. Large pools were added, a hotel, a tavern, and a zoo. In early 1920s, Prohibition hit, and the property was purchased by the city parks department. The baths were operated in the city until their closing in 1949. In 1951, the city built the pools at McKinley Park, and they were operated until their closing in 2015-ish. We're proud to be here today and to deliver this project to the community. This project has been in the making since well before 2019, and we want to thank all the elected officials, the city manager, and the past public works staff that got us here. We'd like to thank Colander and Associates for their design efforts and public outreach. We'd also like to recognize the hard work of our CIP team that will take us to the finish line of this project. Deputy Director of CIP, Eric Alvarez, Engineering Services Manager, Wes Johnson, and Senior Civil Engineer, Josh Lewis. And lastly, Ivan Reynoso. He's our Associate Engineer who will be overseeing this project, taking it to the home for us. So thank you, guys. I'd also like to thank the departments that helped make today possible for us. So Chris Faro, the Director of Community Services, and her team for the hard work that they put in for setting up today. Sergeant Burke with the Stockton Police Department and his team for helping get the park ready for construction. We'd also like to thank our Parks Manager, Colin Scott, and his team, and Janice Machado, our Facilities Manager, and her team for the setup. Lastly, we'd like to thank Connie Cochran, our PIO, with the City Manager's Office for her help in not only coordinating today's event, but in her overall involvement with this project in the citizen outreach and engagement it took to get us here. So what we're really looking for is looking forward to working with Auto Construction to deliver this project. And some of the measurables that you'll see in the coming months will be the mobilization of the equipment, which some of you see here. But what you'll really start to see is the demolition. That'll happen within the first 4 to 6 months. You'll also see within 6 to 8 months, you'll see foundation work on the pool house and underground utilities start to go in. At the 12-month mark of the project, you'll start to expect the park to really take shape with framing of the pool house, pathways being installed, and the court improvements underway. And we're committed to delivering this project in 2025. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chad. I'm sorry.
Financiamiento para este proyecto está proporcionado por la Proposición 68, Consejo de Crecimiento Estratégico, Comunidades Fuertes, SB 129, Ley de Presupuesto 2021, SB 154, la Ley de Presupuestos, TCC, que es la transformación de clima comunitario. Socios de TCC incluyen cardinales católicos y Little Manila, estudiantes, padres y profesores de la Escuela McKinley, el Bank of Stockton por procesionar dibujos y fotografías históricas que podemos ver acá.
Thank you. So we're going to have a tree planting ceremony ultimately in the coming moments. But first I would like to invite our Vice Mayor, Kimberly Wormsley, to come forward to offer some remarks.
This is such a remarkable day. Today is about nearly $20 million being reinvested back into South Stockton. That deserves a round of applause indeed. There's a lot of times that we as council members hear the narrative that the city of Stockton doesn't care about South Stockton. But today, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. This is going to be the largest investment that the city has made in a significant amount of time in South Stockton. So today, I just want to lift up hope. I want to lift up restoration. I want to lift up reparations. And I want to thank the community that came forward when it was time to talk about design. when it was time to talk about what the community wanted to see in the park, the community delivered. Special recognition to Little Manila, special recognition to Stockton Black Family Day, because this is their history. This park is historical, and today during our tree planting, we will be dedicating this park to the ancestors and the community and all the stakeholders that poured the love and dedication and commitment to McKinley Park. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. So before we move to the tree planting ceremony, I just wanted to convey a couple of other points. For all those who are in attendance, we have refreshments over here to my right, so feel free to partake of those. Also, it's important to note that the park will be closed during the construction and reopening, as Director Reed mentioned, sometime in 2025. You can follow the progress of the project on the city's website. We've set up a specific link to the project, and that's stocktonca.gov /McKinley Park. So you can keep track of everything going on. So at this time, before we go to the tree planting ceremony, I'm going to ask Marina if she wants to come forward.
And don't forget interpretation.
Antes, el proyecto de obras de políticas, el señor Chad Reed habló de los planes y proyectos. El Departamento de Servicios Comunitarios trajo refrescos para todos. El parque estará cerrado durante la renovación y va a volver a abrir en 2025. Pueden seguir nuestro progreso en el sitio de web de stockton.com Parque McKinley.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marina Davarte, District Director for Assembly Member Carlos Villapudua. First and foremost, I want to turn around and give about to these wonderful leaders we have behind us, because they have been doing it for so many years, and finally today, actually, not just the acknowledgement of the park, I think because of the hard work that you guys have done. You know, thank you for all what you do. I think it's a celebration for the community, for the volunteers, the organization that had put this grant funding to make it happen. It may have taken a little longer to do it, but guess what? Today is the day. And we couldn't wait to have that celebration when we have to cut the ribbon cutting for that day. And I think we want to say thank you for all the supporters, the individuals, the community, and every organization, our future leaders. I think it's not just a South Stockton. I think this is called the heritage of Stockton, right? Because without the heritage of our community, there's no community. So thank you guys so much for what you do and for all the hard work. So it's a celebration of thankful and be blessed. In behalf of Assembly Member Carlos Villapudua, congratulations for everyone.
Marina es representante de Carlos Villapudua y vino a presentar un certificado.
Okay, Gina Calder, who's the Chief of Staff to County Supervisor Paul Canaba, has a proclamation as well.
Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. This represents, all of this is what I mean, represents community, collaboration, and most of all, patience, because you guys have all waited for this. This community has waited for this for a very, very long time. And being a part of the city and the county as a resident for a very long time, it's just great to see that this is happening, finally coming to fruition. And like I said, as a community member, I'm very excited to see this for all of you. And hats off to especially the kids and the families from McKinley School. Future leaders right there, you guys. This is awesome. So on behalf of the County Board of Supervisors, Chairman Villapudua, Vice Chair Canapa, and the rest of the board, this is a certificate for you and your team members for bringing this home as Chad said. So congratulations.
Thank you so
You're
much.
very welcome.
Thank you.
Certificado presentado por Gina Calder de parte de supervisor Paul Canepa.
Okay, thank you. So that concludes the formal portion of this program. This is a day of celebration, a day of hope, a day of optimism, and a day of excitement. We're going to shift over to my left and do the tree planting ceremony. So feel free to join us.